It's an extremely humbling experience and an absolute great honor. The honor is because I'm actually getting to meet for the first time so many amazing achievers. I don't know, but I really hope that all of you here understand the kind of mentors and teachers that you have and the amazing journey that they have had. In a matter of about 10 minutes, while I was in the principal's office, meeting at least 4 or 5 of the dignitaries and looking at the journey that they have had filled me with so much of inspiration. Just 10 minutes, you know, let it be, Dr. Srinivas, your principal, Mr. Hanmant Rao, the CEO. I mean, the journeys that they've had and the achievements that they had, it just took 10 minutes in their presence to understand the immense personality they had, not just in being doctors. That is just one facet of their personality. But what a well rounded personality that they have got is something that I think, before you leave the campus, you really should get a lot of lessons from them. I think you're extremely fortunate. Now, I'm fortunate not just because of the people, but I'm also fortunate to actually be a part of the journey. You know, amongst all of you, I'm a bit envious because if somebody were to ask me what was the best time of your life, undoubtedly I would say my medical college. And I'm sure later on in your years also you will say the same thing. Because this gives you a kind of abandonment. You've joined college, you have achieved something, and rightly so. These 4 5 years that you spend, the kind of friendships that you make, they last you a lifetime. They've lasted me a lifetime, and it continues to do so. As Dr. Vandana said, Dr. Vandana herself and all of us, till to date, it's as if time has never passed. And the kind of strength they give you, the kind of confidence it gives you to have that kind of relationships in your life, no matter where you go, no matter how many people you meet, this bond will stay forever. And this bond gives you strength that you would not know. Even though they could be millions of years away, all the time that I was abroad, I still had one phone call to make to make me feel at home. And nobody can take that away. So why am I envious? Because you're at that stage. I wish I could go back. Not to study, but at least, to experience that kind of joy. And I'm also envious for another reason. And that other reason is that from now on, you're going to be embarking on the most spectacular journey of your life. Yes, there are a lot of hidden fears. What will I become? What will I do? Will I make enough money? Will I become famous? Will I be able to do all of that? There are so many unknowns and so many questions there. But that journey itself, it's not the end. It is the journey that is going to give you immense satisfaction and pride. And you're at that juncture, to decide for the rest of your life, the course. Imagine the kind of opportunity that gives you. And always remember, this time never comes back. Cherish each and every moment of this. You wish it would come back, but it won't. So, take your time. Enjoy every bit. Enjoy the delightment of your teachers. Enjoy the punishment that they give you. Nobody else will care for you like they have. Nobody else other than your parents. The stick that they're wielding on you, nobody will even care to do that. Only somebody who cares enough will take the trouble to teach you. Your parents, your teachers. Nobody else will do that for you. So cherish even that. Even, sometimes later in the future, you wish somebody would have told me that this was a wrong step. You won't get that. So learn as much as you can from your teachers. Enjoy every moment of your studentship, of your curriculum and everything else. Now, in terms of when we are talking about life, you hear all these self-help gurus. What they say is you start each day, being thankful for at least 3 things in your life. And for us, we are so fortunate that we already have the topmost thing to be thankful for. The fact that you have chosen and you have come into the field of medicine. Now, this is one speciality. Not only does it give you success, not only does it give you financial independence, but the most important aspect of war, which actually makes the fabric of a nation, is service. Whatever said and done, nobody's asking you to do service for free. I don't, none of us do. But the fact is that the service that you're doing, if you do it wholeheartedly, ethically, to the best of your capability, I think nothing can match that. And, by the wrong, right, either through parents' pressure or through our own ambition, whatever, you are now in that seat which is guaranteed to give you everything that the life can offer, with the added benefit of actually doing service. A lot of people have to take lots of various circuitous routes to get here in terms of being in that position wherein you can help people. You've already taken that challenge and you're already here. You've already won that battle. Now the battle in front of you is basically to be the best potential that you can have in your life. That's the challenge that you have. But most challenges you have already covered. Now things can only get better from here. Now when we are really looking at, Women's International Day, I'm not going to be telling you about, Sunita Williams in the space, or Tessie Thomas sending missiles into from ISRO, or the woman pilot who brought me from Hyderabad to Vijayawada, or the woman taxi driver who brought me here. No, those are things of the past. Those stories we used to hear to give us that inspiration that women can do this, women could do that. Women have broken the glass ceiling long ago. We still enjoy this Women's International Day, as one of our other festivals. But frankly, we have gained our prominence, we have gained our place, we have gained the importance that a woman deserves in society long ago. And you have to be thankful for the culture that this country has, and also for the ethics that this country has, and the lineage that this country has, that you have been able to sit here amongst everybody having the same kind of opportunities. It used to be before that, women need opportunities, they have to compete with men. Gone. I don't think there is lack of opportunities for anybody who wants to make a mark. Absolutely not. We don't suffer from a challenge of finding opportunities. What we find a challenge now, and which is a challenge for all of you, not lack of opportunities, but luxury of choices. You have huge array of choices in front of you. When we used to study obs and gynae, one specialty. Now, urogynae, fetal medicine, obviously fertility, laparoscopic surgery. In that, we again found an early pregnancy unit. There are so many aspects. Did we have those choices? No. But you have those choices. So it is not lack of opportunity, it is the luxury of choices that has now become a problem for you. It's, what do I choose? What is it that is going to make me the best? Now the answer to that, and to find the right choice, is, don't look at Dr. Vandana, amazing gynecologist, obstetrician. If I had a daughter, she would be the one to deliver her. If she had a gynecological problem, she would be the one. Why? The question is why? And the answer is very simple. Since I studied in medical college, she used to be a role model, not just for me, for all of us. We used to sometimes hide. She showed some of the pictures, most of them were in the beach. We used to hide from her because she would tell us, what are you people doing? Why aren't you studying? So that kind of influence, now that was where our fortune came. We were fortunate to have those kind of seniors, those kind of, colleagues who actually made sure that we did our best. Now, anybody can be a gynecologist, and I vouch for that myself. I'm a gynecologist. But not everybody can be a Dr. Vandana. What is it that actually separates a gynecologist from Dr. Vandana? Choice. She understood her potential, she understood her passion, she understood what her abilities are, and she made full effort, determination, focus to become that person. That's an example for you. That's an example that the choices that you have, you need to make the right choice. Then obviously the question comes, how do I make the right choice? How do I know? She was lucky, she knew, where her expertise was, where she's going to make a mark in the field, where she's going to prove to the world that she is the best. Not all of us have that luxury. I didn't have that luxury. So how do you make the right choice? Amongst the various choices that you have, there are basically only two things here. One is, and the most important thing for me that I felt really made a difference was mentors. I was extremely lucky, not just in college, to have people to guide me, direct me, study, do this, do that. I was also extremely lucky and having the right teachers all throughout. They shaped me the kind of person that I am. They taught me what I know today, which gives me the responsibility and accountability to do the same thing for my juniors. The passion that they had to teach, to actually handheld and take us along, was what inspired me to be the kind of person that I am to be, the kind of doctor that I am, and also in some ways the kind of entrepreneur that I am. It's extremely important in your life to find the right mentor. And like I said, you have amazing examples around you. And nowadays, the media is not something that actually stops you from contacting anybody, reaching out to anybody, following anybody. Don't look at how many followers you have because of your selfie. Look at how many people you are actually going to be influencing and how many people can actually influence you to do the right thing. Use media extremely wisely. I think like how the cigarette packets have injurious to health, definitely these, medias, in my opinion, are a hazard to your health. But this is where comes. Again, I'm coming back to the question of right choice. It's up to you what you are choosing to follow, who you're choosing to follow, and what you're going to be learning from them. So when we are talking about choices, the most important aspect is find a mentor. Follow them. Doesn't matter whether they want to see you every day, they want to see every week, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is your responsibility to ensure that you are actually going to take that trouble and look at all the mentors. The second thing is, for me, is when you're trying to make a choice, is to understand what your innate capability is. It took me 2 years of understanding different specialities before I zeroed down on reproductive medicine. I did everything. I did urogyne, I did oncology, I did fetal medicine, early pregnancy, everything. I made sure that I had the exposure in different specialities. But what drove me to reproductive medicine? The amazing teacher that I had. That one person shaped my life. Just one. Why? Because I saw that passion in him, his understanding of the subject, and when you understand a subject, you're so able to actually replicate that to somebody else, teach it well. And that's what drew me to reproductive medicine, and I haven't looked back. All you need is that one person, the right person to actually help you make the right choice and give you the direction that you need. But it also depends not just on the mentor, it also depends on what your passion is. Nobody could have pushed me into reproductive medicine unless I shared that passion. So it's not just about the mentor, but it's also understanding what your passion is. Life is too short, fellows. If you're doing something, do it well. Most important. You do it well only if you're passionate about it. You get up in the morning, you want to go to work because you want to do that job, that's when you become successful. Not otherwise. You look at all the people there who have become successful, they haven't become successful just by luck. I refuse to believe that. Luck, yes, does have a point, but it's not just that. You have to see the hard work, the determination, the focus that they have had, and the persistence. The most important aspect is the persistence that you're supposed to have in terms of reaching your goals. You only look at what Ambani has achieved. You look at how many crores he's spending on the wedding. Have you looked at the hard work that has gone on behind him? Apparently he sits till 2 a.m. in the morning, even now answering his emails. Nothing comes for free. There are no shortcuts in life. If you're looking at somebody at that stage, look back and see the journey. Read about it. That's when you will know the kind of effort, determination, and intent, and most importantly, persistence that is required. So for us today, it is not just about International Women's Day. This is an opportunity for you to understand how to channelize your energies, your passion, your interests. Now, most of the time, when I hear some of the people why they're choosing medicine, the most common and probably, less understood reason is they say that we want to be financially independent. Not wrong. Nobody is doing free service. Nobody is going to say that, that's a wrong thought. You're doing medicine because you want to earn money. But what I have to tell you, over these years that I've spent, working as a doctor, working as a specialist, starting up my own company, expanding my company is one. Knowledge is money. Skill is money. Your confidence equals money. Your communication skills equals money. Your persistence is going to give you money. Unless you have these characteristics, you cannot achieve your goal of financial independence. Your strength of character, how you are actually going to be looking at all of these factors is what gets you there. And let me tell you, money doesn't mean success. If you ask me what is success, for me it's very simple. If my colleagues send me their relatives to say that we want you to do the fertility treatment for my daughter or my sister-in-law or my daughter-in-law, for me that is success. The fact that they have chosen me to look after one of their own near and dear is a success to me. If one of my colleagues picks up the phone and asks me for a second opinion or asks my opinion, that's success to me. Success is very intoxicating. Your Instagram, your weed, your hash, none of it does. Success gives you that high, nothing else can. And that is something that you own. And that is your individuality. That is your strength. That is your own. Nobody can take it away from you. So when you're looking at goals, because it's very important for goal setting, your goal setting should not be on the smaller goals that, I want to earn money. You will anyway earn money. Whether you do anything or not, you will, because you're a dog. That comes without saying. But what's important is the respect that you need to get from your colleagues. For you to be that one person that stands apart from the rest. Like I said, you have so many dignitaries, so many of your teachers, your colleagues and your superiors here who have done so well for themselves. That kind of distinction, that kind of respect, nothing else will give you but knowledge, skill, persistence, confidence. And I've added communication because in this day and age, unless you communicate, people don't know. We weren't taught about communication. We learned it on the go. We weren't taught about teamwork. We learned it on the go. We weren't taught about leadership. We learned it on the go. But with these kind of teachers that you have the capacity, obviously, head of department, you learn leadership, you learn teamwork, you learn how to delegate. Now, these are the strengths that these teachers can give you. You won't get this anywhere else. You're not doing a business management wherein you are taught all of these things in a structured fashion. No. But looking at your seniors, looking at your teachers, that is something that you need to learn. Tomorrow, for you to grow, nobody can grow alone. I was asked, how do you manage 33 centers? I don't. It is a team with me, and together we manage. I have to learn to have a team. I have to learn to delegate. I have to be a leader. How do you be a leader? You don't become a leader by just saying, go and do this work. No. You become a leader by doing what you want them to do. Videos are much more engaging than just text, correct? Why? It stays in your head. You see one person, even when I'm crossing the corridor, I see a piece of hair, I pick it up. So that the person behind me knows next time that is something that she also needs to do. Cleanliness, hygiene is important. You can't just walk off and say, Aya, come and do it. If you want somebody to be something, you have to first show them what that is. Don't tell them. The point of what a leader is not to tell, it is to show. Show what you want them to be, how they should be. They will learn. The fact that you're in this stage of your life with this kind of careers, you've already, like I said, broken the ceiling. You're among the top few. It's only how do you take the next few steps to be the best that you can. And these are small, simple things that you have to pick up right from now. These are habits that you have to inculcate in yourself. Now, you don't compare yourself with another man. Like I said, we have gone through that. We have done with that. I think our previous generations have done that battle for us. We don't need to fight that battle anymore. So what is your battle? Your battle is today, I should be better than what I was yesterday. Not what my neighbor is, not who's behind me, or not who's in front of me. No. Challenge yourself. Be the better person that you can be. Your challenge is not to be better than others. Focus on yourself. What unique capabilities you have, the other person may not have. So don't look at somebody and take their goals and their success stories and make it your own. No. You carve your own path. You make your own success. Nobody told me to leave UK and come back after 12 years. I had a very cushy job. I chose to come back to India. I chose in my 40s to start a company. I chose to expand it to 33 centers. I chose to teach and learn while teaching. These are the choices you make. You make your own career path. You have to decide where your passion is, what you're good at doing, and do the best that you can. There is no question, success, money, everything follows you. Nature has the way of doing it. You do the first step, nature takes 10 steps. Believe in yourself. And one thing that actually held steadfast throughout my life is the faith that I have. You call it religion, you call it God, you call it guru, you call it a superior power if you don't believe in God, whatever. But there is a superior power there guiding us. Tap into that. Nothing else. Nobody remains with you. None of us can support you all the way alive. That power does. Tap into that. That gives you that kind of fixity nothing else can. That gives you the kind of groundedness nothing else can. Everything else then falls into place. That has helped me, and I'm hoping it will help you too. Like I said, we are extremely privileged to be here, and I think it's your responsibility to actually reach the highest potential that you have. What do we need to do? Goal setting, focus, persistence, discipline. These are not just words. These are the ideals you have to live by. If you want to achieve something, this journey is your own. No shortcuts. Hard work is the way to go ahead. How do you do it? Confidence in yourself. You have to gain that confidence in yourself. That is the most important thing. What did I rely on? My faith. You have to pick what you would rely on for the rest of your life. But most importantly, I think, in today's day and age, for me, mental health, I think, has taken a great toll on all of us for various reasons. And that is something you cannot let anybody else take charge of. Your mental health is your own. You can't feel sad or depressed because you had a breakup or your best friend is not talking to you. Those days are gone. You have to learn how to get to be, in terms of all kinds of situations, equanimous. Mental health is extremely important, and I think the most amount of time you should be spending on in terms of developing yourself, the first thing is your mental health. Don't give anybody the charge to do that. Most importantly, also, in today's day and age, like I said, it's very easy to be distracted. It's very easy to fall in the cracks. That's where mentors are extremely important to keep you on the straight and narrow. Also, right now, you have a life in front of you full of possibilities, full of magic. Now it's up to you to make it happen. And what I say is, you have only one life. Don't exist. You have to live it. And you are at that juncture of your life, you can make it happen. Thank you so much.